All right, let's go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to another session of Locked in Your Character, where we'll be having A-x-3, a Tira player who, on the PS4 side of things, has been doing relatively well. Seen him do do fairly well in like the older PS4 tournaments.
Yeah.
And Rafiki is someone that we know.
Rafiki is a Sofia player, right?
Safiti player, but
Yeah.
more importantly, a Zasalamel player, kind of like the
Mm.
last bastion of Zasalamel players
Oh.
in the European side of things.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting to watch.
Yeah,
I wonder if he'll go for Zasalamel from the get-go, or I mean, at least I know some people that think Sofia is a really nice pick into Tira, so
Yeah.
maybe he will just go for Sofia. We'll see. Like, it's gonna be interesting either way.
yeah. Like, you know, we've seen him do like pretty well with the Safitia if the matchup with Zas doesn't go quite his way.
Yeah.
But then it's like we know he's quite well known for his Zas doing especially well in the ESL tournaments.
Yes. I can definitely understand why someone would pick Sofia though if they are a Zaz player. I feel like Zaz is a character that takes a bit more risk than Sophie does in like his core game plan. Eventually they kind of do the same thing. They control your movement really well.
Yeah.
But what is this? Oh, never mind. It said random, but that might have been that was just thing being weird. Never mind. We're going into it. Zaz first, okay.
I mean, this might be like a decent matchup for Zas, because we know Tira likes to backstep a lot, and Zas has kind of like the best options if you want to backstep.
That is very true.
Let's
no,
get
that's
into
the
it.
best options when you want to sidestep. Backstep, maybe a bit less so? I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, unless you're a character like Hamaru, where you just backstep the entire universe, I think Tira's speed is like within the realms that Zas is allowed to just sort of snuff out.
That may very much be true. And this is very much, so far, the matchup is very much just two people being up close. So maybe the backstepping thing isn't as big a deal right now. Yeah, alright.
And first round taken quite comfortably by Rafiki, showing his outstanding knowledge of when and how to gain curses and when to spend them.
I think he's very much effectively creating these scrappy situations where he ends up being on top, especially against Jolly. That's like a very good strategy.
Absolutely. But can we talk about these two fucking lethal hits? Like,
Yeah, he just ate two lethal hits because
it's not that. It's like when it's like it is like officially the law that when Tira gets these two lethal hits, no matter what you do, you cannot change your fate, and you will get hit by them no matter what.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I think the Jolly lethal hits is something that you can basically play around because you don't have to do anything, right? It's kind of like the character will punish you for trying to step to G. She will punish you for trying to step when you're way too minus. She will punish you for trying to duck. But at worst, you're gonna eat a throw from Jolly, which is not the worst, right? But the other one, the 6B lethal hit, I think is a bit dookie. It's it's kind of the gloomy 6B lethal hit is pretty absurd, honestly.
Oh, here comes the 1B mix-ups into 3 AK mix-ups. What's the confirm?
We got on the back turn.
Guaranteed?
Oh, that's guaranteed. I didn't even know.
Absolutely. It's like if a back 10 beat plus K is fully charged, this is absolutely plus 12. The only thing you have to worry about is if Zas remains back turned, or if he somehow... Oh, we got fucking...
That's vertical. I can't feel bad for him. He's playing Zas, right?
It is true. But you know, Zas has gained the nerfs over the last few patches that make him at least like a bearable character to sort of deal with.
Yeah, I would say his verticals are generally steppable now. The only question is, why are you sidestepping against Zasalamel?
Absolutely.
That's a different... Oh, well, that's one reason to sidestep against Zasalamel.
Absolutely. Straight away, you know, three games to one taken comfortably by Rafiki, and You know, it's looking really strong for the first game.
Not even Koda could save him. So
No.
we'll see. This is looking pretty convincing for Rafiki. Maybe we will see his ass the whole way through.
Yeah.
Well, based on this, it seems very likely.
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
think there's much of a reason to doubt the character choice in this specific match.
absolutely, and you know, we've seen Rafiki's playstyle of just going sometimes just absolutely balls to the wall, abusing the mental frames. You know, abusing the 6A, abusing the 3A strings with absolutely no guard in between, and that's just because, you know, he's conditioned his opponent to sort of like, I don't actually want to press a button because I don't really know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And just like, and there are times where he will just get away with absolute murder with just spamming moves like 6K despite knowing that your opponent knows that it's a high.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a bit. He's just playing really. He's really forcing A-x-3 to play the scramble game the entire time, which I think is a very effective method of playing against Tira because, well, Tira is not bad at it, obviously. She's like a normal speed character. It's not going to be suffering. But reward-wise, Jolly does lose out a lot.
And you know, we see
control.
Rafiki is getting a lot of mileage of the fully charged back in B plus K.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just absolutely rinsing the guard damage, just catching AX off guard, and this is like sometimes when you don't particularly when it moves so slow, you don't really know what it is you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and look at it. Like, even though A-x-3 got like one hit in before this, but after that the momentum was directly back into the favor of Rafiki. Just complete control over his opponent.
And you know, is up 2 rounds and is still holding on to 2 balls of meter. So now you have to worry about, if you want to press a button, you have to potentially like worry about Zasper pressing, you know, the I want to win button.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2 bars of meter to deal with against Zaz when you're already at a disadvantage is a very, very bad spot to be in, especially with a character that, well, of course, the mix-ups aren't bad. Tira's mix-ups are not bad by any means, but if she's gonna mix you up, it's mostly just gonna be throws, right? Yeah. Kind of a silly situation to be in, where you have to make that big comeback.
And there it is, the second one.
How are you gonna make a comeback when you have 2 bars of meters to fight against? You can't.
Just win, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be right the entire time, and it's not like your reward is necessarily better than Zasalamel.
Absolutely, but you know, it's two quick wins for Rafiki, and you know, I don't recall A-x-3 having any kind of sub or any secondary character that you could that he's able to like sort of fall back on. But you know, perhaps with 2 games in, we can possibly see maybe some sort of adaptation, because it's like no, we're sticking with Tira. You know, abusing all of the mental frames, and you know, sometimes when you're just in your opponent's head, just like you want to press buttons, you want to frustrate your opponent. To the point that they want to press buttons such as CE, as we saw before.
And I think with both of these players being a PS4 players in Europe, I don't think the community for PS4 is that huge. I may be wrong here, but PC might be a bigger community, so it is very likely that these two have practiced against each other in the past. So it might be that Rafiki also very much just has his number.
Absolutely. And as we see now, the momentum shift is like almost immediately in Rafiki's favor.
Exactly. It's just yeah, very unfortunate.
Good sidestep 2B. Plus 12. Oh, but doesn't get the I-12.
Unfortunate.
No duck on the string. Well, good, decent punish. Getting in there with the KK.
It seems to me that Rafiki is very much just he's content with just blocking the whole thing and not failing to punish whether they did like the short one or the long one, and just going for his I-12 punish. I think it's I don't agree with it necessarily, but I don't think it's a bad strategy, and especially with a bit of latency, it might
Absolutely.
not.
But you know, it's like right now it seems like his whole playstyle is to just okay, like for this period of time, I want to mash, and I want you to sort of press buttons and then not press buttons. But also, like, I can switch it up, and I'm just content with you. Well, at this point, you can press buttons, and I'm quite content with letting you hang yourself. And that's exactly what's going on right now.
This is a much better round for A-x-3 though. Unfortunately, missing the -14 punish, but he managed to clutch out the round. We'll see if he can keep that up, but it seems like Rafiki is just going for like the roulette anyway, the pure Zasalamel offense. Very confident.
Just out of range of the soul attack pressure.
Yes, the soul attack mix-up, I don't think that that mix-up is a very good
Catches
choice.
him with the tech trap!
Yeah, in a lot of scenarios, it's possible to just back attack out of it, so it is not an advisable strategy if you ask me. Sure, it's a lethal hit mix-up, but there's a lot of things they can do about it.
Speaking of lethal hits,
yeah,
the dreaded 2-2K.
I feel like A-x-3 is really struggling with Tira to basically have the range to contest Zasalamel in a lot of situations, which is pretty much killing him.
And even when he gets, even when he gets the momentum, he's really struggling to get anything started. Rafiki just, you know, understands how and where he wants to sort of get out there with 2-2B, and it saved him from a lot of you know, hairy situations.
Yes, it's very much against Jolly. It feels like he's going for a lot of 2-2Bs, which is not a terrible idea because all of the hori mids that he's going to throw at you are just fairly risky. So can definitely understand why he would do that.
Absolutely. So it's like I wonder if even 3 games in, we might be able to see a bit of adaptation. No, just a bit slightly more small caliber from the Tira side, a bit more spacing from A-x-3.
Yeah. Maybe if he could space a bit more. Obviously, it's going to be hard against Zasalamel, and Rafiki very much emphasizes on that with like the 6-6-A's in the neutral.
Absolutely.
But if he could space a bit more, slow it down a little bit more, maybe he could start taking more rounds and get more momentum.
Absolutely. It's like one of the things that Zas kind of really struggles with is a player that's sort of stationary, because it's like if you stand still, right? Like his only lows are like KK, 2K, 1B. And these aren't like unless you have curses, these aren't lows that really hurt at all.
Yeah, I would say he's already doing a lot better as he was previously. But might be too soon. Unfortunately, did not get the swap, else it was a ring out. But
this is what we're looking for.
Going back into the middle of the stage, slide kicks are not vertical. It seems. I feel like he's playing a lot more. Or he's trying to play a lot more turn-based now than he was before. And
good throw!
Even though it was a very close round, it is still working out very much.
And now we're in Jolly. Not Jolly. We're in Gloomy.
Yes. Right,
does it involve
supposedly it should be better, but obviously Rafiki. It's not so much about whether he's in Gloomy or Jolly in this matchup. It seems it's mostly about how well Rafiki is going to perform his offense. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, good backtip away from the A+B.
Yes, this is a very nice way.
Wait, is this a punish?
Oh,
it's not a punish. It's -14.
-14, exactly. But yeah, it was a very textbook way of dealing with the soul charge pressure from Zasalamel. Just playing it lame. There's no need to eat all the mix-ups all the time, right?
Unfortunately, just gets clipped by that 1A.
Speaking of mix-ups, that's a very that's one that's rather hard to get around. Nice 6B. All right.
Good damage, gets that either, and he gets the second one.
Same sequence. It just keeps working.
Getting in with the charge 6-6-A.
Yes. Very much trying to limit A-x-3's movement the entire time, and effectively doing so. Now going for the back turn mix. Ooh.
Good confirm. One more.
It could have been a CE, but I guess he didn't leave. Well.
+8. What's the mix-up?
Good patience. Nice soul charge.
Good soul charge. One more confirm from either player is going to steal the game, and there it is!
Oh, unfortunate. Zasalamel's range once again. reigning supreme in this matchup. The backstep is not going to carry you here.
Gets the Galaxy Crusher lethal it once again. Straight to CE. CE to soul
double
attack.
fire. I like the soul attack. I'm not a huge fan of going for...
Wait, no, sorry,
oh no, oh no.
Feels bad!
Okay, it was already looking a lot better, but...
That's
unfortunate. That is...
Oh
yeah. Yes.
By clicking exclamation mark donate, you can give free money to these players. You know, not even your own money, free money. You don't have to go up to your grandma and be like, Grandma, I would like to donate money to these lovely players. And you know, your grandma will probably be like, okay, Sonny, here's some free money to donate to these lovely players. And then, you know, you won't have to feel like a complete asshole for asking your lovely grandma for money.
Exactly. This old lady needs this money to buy groceries, to go play chess with her friends, or bingo, or whatever old people play. And you're taking this opportunity away from her, even though you have free money to offer it.
Absolutely. So save your grandmother's money and donate the free money from the website.
Exactly.
And if you can, complete all the quests. It donates more.
Yeah, exactly.
But speaking of more, we have more A-x-3 right on the screen. The momentum shifting in his favor, and I cursed it, didn't I?
Maybe.
Wait. Am I spoken too soon? No!
I was about to say it's still okay, but that...
Good DI!
Oh, okay, that was a very good A+. I noticed A-x-3 has been trying to go for the A+B the entire time, but in a situation like this, I think it is very much a good choice.
Absolutely.
Perhaps on other post-GIs he will try to go for more freebies soon, but we'll see.
Oh, the Shoryuken lethal hit, that's gonna do not a lot of damage, actually.
No, I don't think the damage on that is super high. But still, having a post-GI obviously is kind of nutty. Ooh, good jump. Didn't get anything out of it.
The dive kicks. Oh, we got the mood switches.
Yes, Gloomy on deck. Let's go. Oh, again. He likes that move because he's baiting the whiff, because obviously it looks like he's already whiffing, but the second hit comes way later.
Absolutely. I mean, this is like one of Zasalam's like longest ranged moves. Exactly. And the fact that it sidesteps as well makes it like pretty difficult to like sort of gauge where the trajectory sort of like really is.
It is a very tricky move to deal with generally, and like the answer would be to box step, right? But box stepping against Zasalamel generally is not a great idea.
Stepping against Zasalamel, who's hoarding all of the best like horror beats in the game, is not a good idea.
Exactly.
Oh, just runs up. Gets caught with the Hadoukens. Gets sucked in.
He's shooting shit at him. But Gloomy Soul Charge, if any character can make this comeback, it's gonna be Gloomy Soul Charge. Oh no! Didn't believe in an actual whiff punish. Went for the... unfortunate. But he managed to clutch it out.
Absolutely. Gets core stepping, core pressing buttons.
Again, trying to move, perhaps too much. Oh,
no!
Well, that's one way to deal with the reversal edge, I guess.
There we go. AX now starting to use more lows. Just
he's going for the PS4 lows as well. But I respect it. If it works, right?
Absolutely. Just out of range for a throw, but you know what?
He's been ducking a lot of these throws, which is winning him, well, his first game. Very nice.
The A-x-3 now on the board, 4-1.
Yes, 4-1. Who knows? Maybe this will be a very close set if he manages to keep this up.
Absolutely. And as we said before, against a matchup like Zas, you have to play like really compact, and you have to play like a really certain way where you have to just play small caliber, step when you can, step when you think it's appropriate to step.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you're just like sticking to small caliber, blocking a lot, trying to bait out the throws.
And also very much step G is your best friend, because in a lot of these situations he can't necessarily...
Oh, what the fuck?
...on a run counter. Well, this is the last thing I expected.
This is something that none of us expected.
Yeah.
Rafiki with the Setsuka switch?
If anything, I think this is a good matchup for Setsuka. But but, I don't know why. Why would you do this? You still.
I mean, back step and then step 2G. You know, Setsuka kind of suffers a nightmare thing where you can just do a step 2G and it avoids everything, and Setsuka's no longer a character.
But at the same time, backstep hardly does anything against this character.
I mean, there's the other thing that Setsuka's step is really bad.
It is.
Meanwhile, like Tira's overall mobility just like far outclasses anything that sort of Setsuka is capable of. But that said, Setsuka has a really strong movement tool in 236.
Definitely. But like as far as just range goes, Setsuka's not a character that's gonna struggle to catch.
Absolutely.
So I can respect this decision if he definitely has a very good Setsuka. So far, it's
Good back step.
you never know. Nice pressure.
Wake up, Beastline! Hey, the madman!
Hey, if it works.
Hey, true. If it works,
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Oh, we surfing, boys!
We're probably gonna get like, a lot of interruptions from Kusage now that his character's on screen. But I welcome that. 3B, backstep 3B.
The Tira Classic, 3B into 3B, because why the hell not?
Yes, that is one thing though. In this matchup, the 4A from Gloomy and the 3B in Gloomy are a much bigger factor. Oh, random CE. Hey, if it works.
Look, wasting no time, and this is death.
Yeah, this is definitely no doubt about it. This gloomy CE is gonna hurt a lot. Well,
Looking really strong for A-x-3 right now.
Maybe Rafiki is just playing with his food. Who knows? Or maybe he felt like playing Setsuka.
Good sidestep. Didn't fall for the bait.
Yeah, no bait here.
But good just frames in the 4BB.
Yep. And nice run counter. Very nice pressure overall.
Needs to do something here and now to stay in the game.
Yes, this is a bad situation to soul charge it. Well,
never mind. Pulls it back.
He fell for the strain. I guess it's over. I didn't really agree with the timing for the soul charge, but it didn't matter at all.
Let's go by the mid. Natural combo. Pop soul charge to stop the.
That's a very good one. Oh,
good sidestep.
Yes, very greedy with the verticals. Rafiki is very aware of the fact that the gloomy soul charge, like the actual mix-up, unless you're going to blend in the 3A, the actual mix-up is very steppable, very linear, and it's generally how you want to deal with it when you know they're gonna get greedy.
Absolutely, but it's like it was looking really strong for A-x-3 for the first couple of rounds, and then Rafiki's just one or two correct decisions as a pull back the momentum into his favor and managed to pull away with the round, further distancing the.
This is yeah. I do think A-x-3 is in a better position now, though. Against Setsuka, overall, I think he has a better chance at winning this. But I wonder if Rafiki is going to stick with her long, because I kind of doubt that. I feel like if A-x-3 is going to win one game, it's probably going to continue. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, this is like one of those the situations where you're at a very comfortable lead and you've lost like one round, yeah? And you think, you know what, maybe I'll try and change things up and use maybe a character that I'm not so comfortable with. Maybe sometimes it's enough.
Yeah, it might just be him having fun, maybe playing with his food a bit, maybe a bit too much. Who knows? Maybe he just wants to see how well he can do with Setsuka in a competitive set.
Absolutely.
Because obviously, I think most Setsuka players are overall Setsuka secondaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he wants to change this fact.
I mean, the only exceptions being players like Woes, Gold Shad. Players who have played characters like Alpha Pat in previous games. So they're now like right at home with their characters.
Yes, but even so, a player like Rose, for example, has the Pocket Taki and the Pocket Raphael, who
Absolutely.
very much are very strong characters for him, and you still see him pull them out, which I give him every right to. I would definitely still say that he is very much a Setsuka main. But yeah, I think every Setsuka player has another character. I don't think there's anyone that is specialized only in Setsuka. But who knows? Maybe even later on in the game's lifespan, this might change.
Oh, good lethal hit!
Real mates. Oh yeah, nice lethal hits.
The GI once again tries to bait out the GI, but doesn't get anything for it.
Yeah, I said that A-x-3 might have more of a chance against this character, but right now it's looking less fortunate.
I mean, it might be a case of like, because Setsuka's still relatively new character. Not many people have had much of a chance to sort of lab with her.
Yeah, true.
But we did get disconnected, but that match clearly went to Rafiki and goes up 6-1.
Yes, no doubt about that. Yeah, very much. Yeah, there can definitely still be a comfort thing. Maybe there are not that many Setsuka players on PS4 that he can spar with. That also doesn't really help the issue. On PC, absolutely. I know we have a few good ones. So I suppose.
Absolutely, on PC we have players like Skill, Holy Carp. On
Skill, Holy Carp, Algernon. There is Mercy Main, who's also a very strong player. We have Ills. Plenty of choice, really. And these are all very high-level players. So.
We have Lev.
We've got God bless him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the first Setsuka I was thinking of. I was also Thanos. Very nice.
Oh yeah. We don't talk about Thanos. We are back to a Soul Calibur 4 Setsuka. Nice touch.
Very nice outfit.
Wins rock paper scissors. Opting to go for the easy inputs, which will cost like 1 pixelometer, but it doesn't matter because we got ring outs.
I think in that scenario, I definitely understand why someone would go for the easy inputs after the reversal HB, because I found that combo in particular, if you're going for the normal input, very awkward. Like you have to time it very late, I feel. So it's a bit of a buffering thing that he might not be comfortable with. So I respect it.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, AX is like doing a really good, was doing a really good job in just spacing out Rafiki and fucking Setsuka. Oh, but step to the veggie slicer. This is the carb special.
Yeah, that's the carb special. That hurts to be hit by.
It really does. But we've got fully charged Virgil slices. So the next one's gonna be a lethal hit. Will he land it?
It feels like
2-8.
It feels like every single time Rafiki gets in, he's winning, like all the time. A-x-3 really needs to play it on like the mid range, I guess. That's where he's gotta win.
I mean, it's like as soon as Rafiki gets in, he's not afraid to scrap it out with you. He's not afraid to brawl.
Exactly. It feels like that is exactly where his strength lies, just being able to brawl really effectively.
Absolutely, and he's really good at keeping hot on your tail, so that you really don't have any room to breathe. And before you know it, you're being smothered by everything that Rafiki is doing. But to really attribute to this as well, Rafiki is really good at playing small caliber. When he needs that, we just see it right there.
Definitely.
Like 66K, one of Setsuka's best small caliber tools, and one of the best small caliber tools in the game.
Yes, it is a very in general. I feel like this character might suit him really well for that reason. Just Setsuka is such a good small caliber character. I suppose Zasalamel is as well. Yeah.
I think when it comes to characters like Zas, they force the opponent to play small caliber, and this kind of lets you play a bit bigger caliber if you wanted to. But good throw punish, untakeable. This is gonna close out the game.
That's 2-2.
A really great job to AX for capitalizing on that with punish.
Exactly, but it is a very large meter advantage, and he's in Jolly, so it might turn out a bit badly. Unless he gets lucky with a mood swap, and then it is Coda time. Oh, he got a bar of meter anyway.
Pop soul charge, and it's not a wall splat.
Nope. That was unfortunate.
Both players
I gotta say, this is
meter.
a very good display of meter usage on A-x-3's part. Trying to do as much as possible to try and get the meter, and then bam, making sure you get the big life lead.
But now we got Jolly, then we got Coda, and never mind, he doesn't break a throw. And Rafiki
got to death, unfortunately.
Got hit by the Schmicks, and you know Rafiki is ever increasing that gap.
Yeah, exactly.
7-1. I know this is not looking at all good for A-x-3.
I mean, I must say, the games are still very close, so I don't think it is a lost cause either.
Absolutely, it's like as we said before, like sometimes the results don't display the full scale of what our players are capable of. Because as we've seen, like these games have been close, sometimes down to the wire. It's just sometimes the other player kind of edges out the other one in the most crucial decision making.
Exactly. I mean, in this case, we are at least getting the full experience of AX3's his cassettes, because we are seeing a lot of different ones. I don't think we've had a single game where we saw the same one twice. So, I like it. Always nice to see people's creations.
Absolutely. Good 3B into the umbrella.
Yes, I noticed that he is going for the easy input even after the 3B. I mean, I can respect it. He probably just wants the consistency.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, they've made a character that's been as difficult as balls as Setsuka has been. Made it more accessible. So it's like sometimes if you want to sort of confirm but don't quite have the execution, sometimes spending a bit of meter isn't all that bad. For a bit of an easy input. But meanwhile, Rafiki is pressing buttons wherever he wants, and A-x-3 is just letting him get away with it.
Every tech crouch, every move is just working out in his favor. It's very oppressive to play against, I would wager.
Meanwhile, everything is going A-x-3's way. Yeah. Oh, we are fully charged.
Ooh,
we are
that
stocked
was a very nice option, though. I really like that.
That was also a really good confirm from that as well. I didn't think that was even possible.
I've never seen that happen before. A-x-3 showing off that he does know this character really well.
Doesn't get the lethal hit, but good option to delay the 3B. Gets hit by the combo. That's going to do a hell of a lot of damage.
Yes. Rafiki is showing off that knowing your character really well does not matter against him. He's just going to rush you with offense anyway.
Absolutely.
Small tech step.
One more confirm. Gets hit by a reversal edge.
Tried to GI, got impact countered out of it. That's very unfortunate.
8-1.
8-1.
The mountain is getting higher. Exactly. The distance needing to climb is getting longer.
Rafiki's like this ball of aggression, an aggressive mountain that you can't climb.
And we're seeing like how when you want to press buttons with Setsuka, because she plays like small caliber so good, and she's so good at locking down your movement, as what Rafiki is doing right now. Like sometimes it's like you want to press a button to get your opponent off you, but sometimes you can't because your opponent is pressing your buttons faster. And sometimes it's just like what do you do in this situation? Like you're trying to mash harder than your opponent can, you're trying to step harder than your opponent can, and everything's just hitting you, and you become more frustrated.
Yeah, the sidestep seem to not really working out that much for A-x-3, which is very unfortunate because it's basically what makes this matchup slightly favorable for you if you're running against Setsuka. But yeah, Rafiki's doing a terrific job of just containing the sidestep whenever he can.
Absolutely. And this is another thing you have to respect with Setsuka as well, is that when she has the knockdown, you have to respect it.
Yes.
And the more you don't respect it, the more you're going to get hit by everything that she wants to do.
This character is Force Block City, and when she does hit the opponent, you're very much just dealing with basically a stupid situation.
Absolutely.
And there we go. Also, the punishing the greed really well with the jumping attacks. Which is working out really well. It works really well against the tech crouching moves as well if you go for the B option. So it's generally a scary thing. And look, I'm loving this answer from A-x-3.
Absolutely.
This is the third time already.
Ooh. Oh, but it's not the GI! Knew it was gonna come!
The cheeky GI. Trying to online him. -12 into GI. He was not having any of it.
No, but gets in with the 236B. And I like the use. I like the use of 4A, but good punish.
Oh.
I like the use of 4A. It's a tech crouching horizontal mid that allows Setsuka to sort of like backsway from her current position and get a bit of space.
Exactly. It's a very nice way to space out. I don't think it's a mid though. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's a high.
There we go.
But good confirming to CE. This is gonna give half moon.
This is a pretty annoying situation to be in for A-x-3. We will see. Maybe he can manage to get out of it this time, or maybe the download is complete. I don't know what urged him to go to Setsuka for Rafiki to go to Setsuka, but it's working out really well. Yeah, 3-round stage.
Wins rock paper scissors and is now on quite possibly the 9th game.
This might be our last game. We'll see. Can A-x-3 pull something out of his sleeve, or is this the end of the road?
If having it possibly be the 9th game, remember by clicking !donate, you can donate free money to these wonderful players. You don't even have to ask your granddad for free money. You can just ask the link for free money. You don't have to ask your granddad, and your granddad be like, "Hey, Shani, when I was in the army, he fought for our free money."
Yeah, exactly.
So, son,
he fought for your free money. So
if you can beat my ass, I give you free money. But you won't because I was in the army. And then you don't have to get your ass beat by your granddad.
Chilling aside, I think this is my favorite creators from A-x-3 thus far. This is a very nice one.
The bloody dress Tira.
Yeah, it's very cool. I like it. Really suits the character as well.
Absolutely. Good throw break. I mean, you know what? We got tech crouching umbrellas. We don't give up.
He does not expect A-x-3 to block at all, so he's just gonna go on a limb, throw them out. Why not? Ooh. Getting counter hit through these strings though, not a good call.
But also, he's not ducking any of these strings. No. Instead, he's just opting to take the guaranteed -12 punish.
What I kind of don't like from A-x-3 is he is not trying to counter hit confirm the 3A as well. He is just going for it every single time. He's letting it rip.
Ooh, gets caught by the K option trying to sidestep, but it's not enough. Was the mid good GI?
And letting it rip even if they are not ducking properly. You're still risking a -12 every single time, and that is gonna make you pay.
Doesn't break the throw that time and evens up the scores.
Yep. Yeah, just in general, just A-x-3 needs to play way smaller. Finishing the 3As when he's in Gloomy all the time, it's just such a big risk that he doesn't need to take. And the character even has another Hordy mid for you to use. You can just stick 6A. It's an I-16.
Good punish with the 4K.
Oh, nice.
We sliding! We sliding!
Yeah, I love that move. Nice. Rafiki is looking to block a lot.
This is quite unusual, but for a brief second, we saw Rafiki playing small caliber and it was working out, but the moment he opts to play big is when Rafiki to capitalize on it.
Exactly.
And right now it's working out. It's just gonna back away, make you expend your soul charge, get frustrated, and now he's on match point.
You can't do anything.
And there's the Galaxy Buster!
Oh boy. Are we gonna see the same sequence again? Please don't. Oh, we did! Please, no! Make it stop! Don't step after that. Just block it. It's -12. It's fine.
And we're gonna get a confirmed to CE, and now we're in Coda, and now we are dying.
The question is, does Coda matter, or is Rafiki just going to speedrun through his Coda? We'll see. Oh, well.
No, he's not. He's staying in the game.
He is not speedrunning anything.
But you know, now we've got Coda versus all 3 reflections.
Mm-hmm. Well,
oh, we got
that was. I think
spicy. That was spicy.
Yeah.
And catch him with the second one on
That
backstep.
was a really good backstep catch. I like it.
Wait, this is not a ring out.
No, it's not a ring out. It's not a ring out. Unfortunately.
Soul charges. Needs to do something here and now.
This is the last chance. Can he make this happen? All the soul charge pressure.
Rafiki's patience paying off. Not quite though. It's not a ring out, but it's now back in Coda.
He's still in Coda. He's still in Coda. Oh.
One more confirm. 1 more 3 people do this.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the throw. Okay, this is basically no, not equal in
Turn
life.
it around.
Ooh, this is equal in life. And that's
And
it.
he takes it with the 1B.
Oh my God.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was looking so well.
Yet again, Rafiki is winning in the scrambled situations, and that is what's winning him these games. Some of them were speed runs, most of them were very close games, but he always wins in the clutch.
Absolutely, and sometimes making that decision in the very crucial moment is what sets you apart from your opponent.
Exactly, that is what sets apart the good players from the great players.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We know good games to Rafiki. Commiserations to A-x-3. Both of you played exceptionally well.
Yes.
And with that note, one